joining us here. I'm joined today by an alumna of our SIT Jordan Health Program. Vanessa, would you like to take a moment to introduce yourself?
Yeah, so I'm Vanessa Correia. I studied in Jordan, in Amman, Jordan, with the health program with SIT, and I'm currently finishing up my senior year at Connecticut College.
Very nice. Well, thank you very much for taking time today. I know senior year can be extremely busy.
It is.
And I know
No
Dr.
problem.
Dr. Bayan was very happy when she heard I was talking to you.
Oh, I miss her.
She's a
She's so
wonderful,
sweet.
wonderful person.
She is.
So, now jumping right into our programs, what
Mhm.
is the main reason you chose your SIT program there in Amman?
Yeah, so I studied Arabic for 2 years at Connecticut College, and so I wanted an Arabic-speaking country for sure. After my freshman year, I was actually able to go abroad to Jordan for 6 weeks studying intensive Arabic, so I was kind of accustomed to the country already. I loved the culture there. I continued to take Middle Eastern culture classes when I returned back after that. And I joined a program called CISLA at Khan, which is basically focused on interdisciplinary uh, dedications and globalizing your majors. So that kind of program prompted me to look into similar abroad programs for my semester, and SIT really, really fit that. So I'm a bio major, and I'm also studying Arabic studies. So combining those two things and getting that health aspect was really, really ideal for me.
Wow, bio and Arabic studies. I don't
Yeah,
think I've
it's
heard
nice
that
and
mix
weird.
before.
Yes.
It makes you very unique, I would imagine. Now, what key skills do you think you gained during your time in SIT Jordan?
Oh gosh. The list is definitely long. The research period for the independent study project at the end really allows for some exceptional experience if you let it. I think I gained a lot of skills from that, definitely. I was able to interview refugees in a health clinic in addition to surveying them on everything that I was interested in and doing my project on. And so designing that independent study based on like my passions was really incredible, and I was able to directly apply that research and those skills to the work that I'm doing now, and in applying to post-grad programs, definitely. So those skills that were associated with that project, you gain a lot of skills from going out into the field, doing all of those wonderful field visits, and I think all of those, like there's not one that's not applicable to your life when you return back to school, definitely.
Yeah, the list can be very long, but I'm going to be mean here and ask you to pick one thing that you think you'd lost and anywhere else.
Sure. That's not mean. um, One thing that I learned that I don't think I could have learned anywhere else. SIT does a really great job of integrating the importance of the field-based learning into the education. So going out into the field, speaking with people, observing exactly what you're told in lecture, that's where you're getting like those life skills that are going to be applicable in everything you're doing in the future. I learned so much from those visits, and I'm interested in becoming a pediatric nurse practitioner with global health concentration. So all of that was incredibly relevant to me, and have definitely been able to utilize those things. So I'm going to say the field visits and the skills that you get from those.
That sounds great, and I have been to Jordan myself too, so I know how that happens.
Wonderful. Yeah.
Now, what do you think your favorite aspect of an SIT program is?
Yeah. So oh, it's very hard, honestly. I had a really wonderful semester overall. The closeness of the people within the program is just really, really unique. If you ask me, I'm sure anyone could say that, you make friends abroad, but I think SIT does a really good job of creating a network for you. I am really good friends with Bayan. We still talk all the time, and the other students that were in my program, we're all very, very close. It was a very small group of us, and that was kind of nice for us in particular. And you get to go out and do these field visits that are educational. You're also going out and doing excursions. You're living with a homestay family. Like, you're really throwing yourself into the culture in every way possible. And I think just that cultural immersion in literally everything that you're doing was my favorite thing, because I don't think I would have gotten that anywhere else.
That is so well put. I appreciate how eloquent you've been.
Thanks.
And what's very good now is the Jordan Health enrollment is going up and up and up.
I
And
know,
I
I'm so
think
glad.
in the spring, I believe there'll be about 15 students on the program.
Awesome.
Now, that is still, in the grand scheme of things, a smaller program for
Mhm.
studying abroad. So we like that because it gives you opportunities, like you mentioned, where you're still very close to everyone in your program. You know everyone by name, and you know more than just their name.
Mhm.
But also, that doesn't allow us to get our name out there very well.
Right.
And you very often run into people who have no idea who SIT is. So if you ran across someone who said SIT study abroad, what's that? How would you describe us?
Yeah, I think that's something that I've definitely had to do several times. So I would say that it's an exceptionally innovative abroad program that not only teaches you, but also immerses you in a way that even if you did nothing the entire semester, you'd still be learning. And as it is, you're working very hard to study a particular topic that's nearly always incredibly relevant. Obviously, I was in Jordan, which is in the middle of the refugee crisis right now, and SIT encourages you to chase after your most important interest in a very productive way. And that's not even mentioning that most SIT programs involve living with the homestay family, which is arguably one of the greatest experiences you can have. So that's kind of how I generally describe it to people. Obviously, there's so much that goes into it. You can't really just outline it for people, but you can try.
You can definitely try, and you tried very well just now. You make me want to go on the programs.
Oh,
So
good.
now we've come to the last question here, and I want to go into your interesting combination of biology and Arabic studies. So, how have you continued pursuing those studies according to the theme of our Jordan Health program and the location in the Middle East?
Right. So while I was in Jordan, I actually was able to make some really wonderful connections through Bayan and through all of the wonderful networking that she has access to. So I did actually stay in Jordan into the summer to work with Save the Children. And that was a really amazing experience. So I spent 6.5 months there total, and I was able to work in Zatari refugee camp, in Azraq refugee camp, with the nutrition counselors there, and with the International Medical Corps as well. And that was a part of my CISLA program internship that I mentioned earlier. So I did continue on with that, and coming back to my college campus, I've absolutely been continuing that research that I was doing there. So I've been continuing to globalize my studies as a portion of that same path. I'm completing an independent study in the spring, which is entirely based on my research and experiences abroad. So it's definitely still very relevant to me. I'm involved in our Arabic Culture Club on campus, and we have a lot of events surrounded around similar themes. So definitely bringing those experience into it. And absolutely continuing on. I'm applying to pediatric nurse practitioner programs now with a global health concentration, and everything I've done is absolutely propelling everything that I'm promoting to these grad schools. You know, it's what I want to continue doing in my life for sure. So yeah, and SIT definitely was the source of all of that.
That is so good to hear. Please make sure you send all that finished product over to us because we love hearing
Oh,
about what
sure.
our students and alumni have been up to.
Great.
So we've come to the end of the questions today, but I always like to end these little interviews with saying if there was one thing you wish you knew when you were applying and you could just reach through and tell the students now, what would that be?
I think I would just encourage students to really take hold of the opportunity that is to create this independent project, and to go into this program with, you know, everything that you're really interested in. I think people don't realize what a great opportunity is to find your own passion. It's not just a program that's going to be throwing information at you the entire time, or, you know, anything like that. It's a program that's encouraging you to form your own path. And so just really you know, love that. Devote yourself to that the same way that the staff devotes itself to you. There's just so there for you and providing all of these great resources for you to really go do something unique. So yeah, just do it.
Just do it.
Yeah.
We gotta make sure we talk to Nike about that. But thank you very much for taking some time this afternoon. I really appreciate
You're
this.
so welcome. Thank you.
I hope you have a good rest of your day.
Thank you. You too.